From Nashville, Tennessee, here's the Porter Wagoner Show. Starring Porter Wagoner, Dolly Parton, Speck Rhodes, Don Howser, the Wagonmasters, and today's special guest star. Now, here's Porter.
When you live in the country, everybody is your neighbor. On this one thing you can't rely. They'll all come to see you and never, never leave you, saying y'all come to see us by and by. Y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us down there. Wishing they'd come to the kitchen, help do the dishes right away. But they all start leaving, even though she's grieving. You can still hear Dolly say, y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us down there. Y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us when you can. And y'all come, y'all come, oh, you all come to see us down there. Thank you so much, and a great big welcome to our show today. I think we've got some things you'll enjoy for the next half hour, so pull up a chair and don't even move out of the room for the next 30 minutes. I want you to meet my very special guest now, a gentleman that's been with us many times before, but it's been quite a while since he's been here in the old wagon house. Let's have a big welcome for him, Mr. Red Sovine. Yeah.
Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight. Don't know if I'm deep in love or just a little tight. I've been getting dizzy and my head feels so light. Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight. I just dropped on by to say hello to all my friends. Never even dreamed that this was how the night would end. I don't even know her name, I didn't tell her mine. All she does is dance and drink and kiss me all the time. Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight. Don't know if I'm deep in love or just a little tight. I've been getting dizzy and my head feels so light. Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight. Haven't had the chance to think if this is right or wrong. I just order up the drinks and follow her along. When I say I love her, she just laughs and says that's fine. Put a quarter in the jukebox and kiss me one more time. Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight. Don't know if I'm deep in love or just a little tight. I've been getting dizzy, and my head feels so light. Whiskey-flavored kisses on my lips tonight.
Thank you, Red.
Thank you, Porter.
Welcome back to the show again.
Thank you. So nice to be back.
It's been quite a long while, and we're
Yes,
always
it has.
tickled to have you with us.
It's my own fault, though.
That's right. You stay busy, and we're delighted to have you.
Thank you. It's
And,
a real pleasure.
Red's going to do a real special song I know you'll want to see a little later on down in our show. Watch this, and we'll be back with a lot more show for you. Oh, son, you've been wrong for so long, but you're right tonight. That's good, Buck, and away we go. That's nice. Thank you. Now then, it's time to meet the pretty little gal, and she's got a song that you haven't done this before on the show,
I
have
don't
you?
believe I have.
And this is one of the prettiest songs you've written, and she's going to do it just with her and her little guitar. It's called The Bridge. Miss Dolly Parton.
Thank you. The bridge so long, the bridge so wide. Here is where it started on the bridge. The moon is big and yellow, and the stars are all aglow. From the bridge I see reflections in the waters far below. You kissed me for the first time here and held me awfully tight, and the bridge became our favorite place. We came here often in the night. One night while standing on the bridge, desire swept through us both. Passion took us by the hand and showed us where to go. From the bridge we saw a meadow, so we ran together there, where we found love together. Our emotions filled the air. The bridge so wide, the bridge so long, where once we stood together. Tonight I stand alone. Tonight while standing on the bridge, my heart is beating wild to think that you could leave me here with our unborn child. My feet are moving slowly closer to the edge. Here is where it started, and here is where I'll end it, on the bridge. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dolly. Was you going to say something else?
Oh, well, I was going to.
Well, all right, you go right ahead, darling.
I was going to say that you're going to do one of my favorite songs right now. This is a song that I asked Porter to do especially for me. It's a song called Julie, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Take it away.
Thank you, Dolly, very much. When I married Julie, she was just 17. Pretty is the answer to any man's dream. From the start I gave Julie all the love that I had, but everyone told me that Julie was bad. For Julie liked parties and clothes that fit tight, drinking and dancing and out late at night. She was everything evil with the face of a child, and I sat home and waited while Julie went wild. I built an empire with my own two hands, power and money to break any man. But with all my possessions, power and gold, Julie was one thing I couldn't control. Though I gave Julie all my money could buy, and I begged her to love me, but she wouldn't try. For she'd only laugh when she'd walk out the door. Each time she hurt me made me love her more. I'm locked in this room now, they say I'm insane, and I know that I'll never see my Julie again. I'm a man with a heart and a tormented soul, and a mind that Julie drove out of control. Thank you. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Thank you very much for watching that good message. Boys, I want to tell you something about this old boy that's coming up next. You know how he tells all of us he's the boss about him and Sadie? I come by to pick him up and he was over at Sadie's house, and I found out a lot of things when I went by there. I heard him in their house. He was down on his knees. He said, Sadie, I love you, I'd die for you. She said, you keep saying that, but you never do. Here he is, Speck Rhodes. Come on out.
That Porter Wagoner just kills me. Had me worried there for a minute, Sadie. Yeah, he said he found out things he didn't know. I didn't know whether we had the blind down when he passed or not. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good time this week. Been awful busy. Yeah, I've been down to the schoolhouse. Them kids in school just tickle me to death. I listened to the questions the teacher was asking them the other day, and she asked Julius, she said, Julius, can you name 5 things that contain milk? He said, yes, ma'am. He said, butter, cheese, ice cream, and 2 cows. That's 5 things that contain milk. Yeah, and then she asked Tommy Westbrook what a hypocrite was. He said a hypocrite is a boy that can come to school these days with a smile on his face. Yeah. And on the way home, my Julius was riding in the car with me. And he said, Uncle Speck, he said, Miss Underpaid, the school teacher, kissed me today. I said, well, I hope you was a nice boy and kissed her back. He says, I certainly did not. I kissed her face. Yeah. Last night I'd helped him out with his spelling. Oh, he's real smart in his spelling. I asked him, I said, Julius, can you spell cat? He said, C-A-T, cat. I said, that's right. I said, now, can you spell fur? He said, F-U-R, fur. I said, that's good. What does fur mean? He said, it means a long way off from here. Looky. Yeah, the other day, Tommy Westbrook was sitting back in the back of the schoolroom, and his jaw was all poked out there, you know, and the teacher says, Tommy, come up here and give me what you got in your mouth. He said, I sure wish I could, teacher. I got a toothache. That's terrible, isn't it? Look, I'll be by and get you after a while, and we'll go somewhere and let the porter go around and try to find us somewhere out of Lover's Lane. Okay, goodbye, honey. So long.
All right, Speck, that's fine. My special guest today does a song that is one of my all-time favorite numbers. And I know from your request on his personal appearances and from the amount of records you bought of this one, it must be yours too. Let's watch and listen as Red does one titled Little Rosa.
Little Rosa was her name, and still I cry in vain. My world won't be the same since she's gone from me. I had gone to visit the grave of a friend of mine, and as I walked through the graveyard, I noticed this man kneeling down by the grave of a child, and in his hand he held a big red rose, and tears were streaming down his cheeks. I walked over and laid a hand on his shoulder and started to talk to him. And during the course of our conversation, and in his broken English, this is the story just as he told it to me. He said, "Mister, I'm a walker down the street today, and I pass by a big flower shop. I walk in and I ask the man in the shop, I say, 'Boss, how much are for one red rose?' And he looked at me with one big frown, and he says, 'I want $1, please.' But in a by, a swell-dressed blonde young lady walk in, and she says, 'How much are for one red rose?' And he looked at her with one big smile, and he says, 10 cents. And then I said, 'Boss, how come you charging me $1 for the rose? You charge the young lady only 10 cents. And he says, 'Look, mister, you telling me why you want the rose, and maybe I'll give it to you for naught.' And then I said, 'Boss, I'm a hard-working man. Working the railroad and only make $3 a day. And I got a little girl, and her name is Rosa. Oh, Rosa's just about this high, boss. Every day when I come home from work, a little Rosa come running to meet her papa. And she'd throw her little arms around my neck and say, 'Papa.' And I'd say, 'Rosa.' Oh, but the one day, boss, I come home from work and I don't want to see Rosa. I look her down by the railroad track and I see one a bigger crowd. I go down and I push the crowd this way and I push the crowd that way, and there, boss, at my feet lay my little Rosa. And that's why I want the Rosa, boss. I want to put them on little Rosa's grave. The man, he don't say it not. But he picked the biggest and the reddest rose, and he gave it to me. And I say, 'Thank you, boss. Thank you very much.' And though she's gone, you see, she's still the world to me. To me, she'll always be that little girl of mine.
Thank you very much for watching that good message. What'd you say you should have?
I said
My
I
red
should
boots.
have your red boots on with this red, white, and red.
You know, Dolly and I are mighty proud, really and truly, of the way that you have accepted our duets. We've just finished recording our 3rd album, and thanks a million, those of you that bought it. We'd like to do one for you now, and it goes like this. We're holding on with nothing left to hold on. Well, I'm so tired of holding on to nothing. The years have shown no kindness for the hard times we've been through.
We squeeze the life from every dream, but still go right on bluffing, with really nothing left to hold on to.
Oh, why do we keep holding
each other.
That's the least that we can do. I feel guilty when they're ending, me and you. And we're holding on, nothing left to hold on to. We were young and foolishly mistaken, victims of a passion much too strong to be denied.
Now with only tears to show for all these years that we've been faking, God only knows how long, how hard we cried.
Oh, why do we keep holding on with nothing left to hold on to? Let's be honest with each other. That's the least we can do. I feel guilty when they're ending, me and you. We're holding on, nothing left to hold on to.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. That's all of our time. We got to go to house. We'll see you all next week. Until then, so long, everybody. So long, Don Boy.
This has been the Butter Wagoner Show, a half hour of good country music and fun brought to you from the home of the Grand Ole Opry. This is Don Howser inviting you to tune in again next week, same time, same station.